What's up, everybody? It's Kaiser Axel and Shiratori Glenn. Glenn Shiratori. I messed up your name. I am so sorry.
It's
But
fine.
anyways,
It is.
we are here to bring you the second round match between Zack and Giant. Now, what we have here is Dragons versus Rocks. Glenn, what is your opinions on this match?
I think it's going to be a very hard matchup between for Giant in this match because he is against Dragon types, and just looking at the team compositions we have now, there's a lot that is going after Giant's team.
Yes,
Definitely.
I think like the super scary mons that we have to look out for, especially considering the Pokemon that Giant has, is definitely going to be our Archelodon, considering that he does have two Pokemon that are weak, 4 times weak to that Flash Cannon that could come out.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the Hisuian Avalugg was definitely something I was not expecting him to bring in this match, but I am kind of glad to see it because Avalugg does need a lot more love, in my opinion.
It does.
Which he kind of did.
Yeah.
Get a little bit.
I do like some of the Pokemon that Giant did bring though, like the Glamora. It could get up some Toxic Spike, some Stealth Rocks, spin some stuff. The Lycanroc is very interesting. The Duskworms in specific. It's with the Tough Claws, so it's going to do a lot of massive damage. Not sure what exactly on Zack's team could take that hit. And then
Just hoping that he'll be able to survive.
yeah. And then there is the Minior, one of the funniest Pokemon ever. However, shame on you, Giant, for not making it shiny. You should always make the Minior shiny.
It's surprised you did go with the pink colored one and not the orange or the blue one either if you weren't gonna make it shiny. But I guess that's his preference.
That is very true. Alright, ready to hop into this game.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, for Zack's team, he starts off with the Archelodon like we thought he possibly would. And the Lycanroc goes for the close combat. Does a lot of damage.
Almost knocking it out. It does get the stamina proc off though, but it does fall to that Flash Cannon.
Yeah, and if you saw that, it was Life Orb. If it had been banded, it would have definitely killed the Archelodon. The Avalugg switch was very... That's just, 2 Pokemon going down to the Flash Cannon. That is very unfortunate. Luckily, Glamora is faster than a 0-speed Archelodon, so it was able to pick up the kill there.
Pick up the kill. Yep.
And it's Sash. Luckily, the Sash kill allows it to live. The Energy Ball is a very strange move here. I think what Giant should have done is he should have actually probably gone for like a Rock type attack or possibly like a Poison type attack, because those would do even more damage with the stab rather than an Energy Ball, because Energy Ball would just be neutral against the Walking Wake since it is Water and Dragon. But
that's true.
yeah, but we'll see what else happens. Let's hop back in. Sorry. There's the Minior, shields down, so it's not going to be in its hyper-offensive mode. And it goes down to a Scald. I guess Zack didn't want to fear missing with the Hydro Steam, so he just has 2 water-type attacks. Luckily, Garganacl does have the Water Terra and is able to survive a hit. Surprisingly, I thought Garganacl wasn't, like, specially, like, tanky, but apparently you can take a hit or 2.
Definitely an annoying mon to go up against. I do dislike going up against him myself.
Considering you are the water gym leader within this tournament, so Garganacl is one of your banes. Unfortunately for the Garganacl, in comes a Hydrapple with the Giga Drain, closing out the battle at turn 10. By far, I think this is the fastest game that we've had all tournament.
I do think so as well.
At least, Giant took out 2 mods, but I think we do have the players waiting in Discord. Let's have them jump in. Giant, Zack, are you here?
Stand by.
Yes.
All right, guys. We weren't able to watch your match live, unfortunately. So we couldn't have that whole suspense and like the whole full commentary. So we only had the replay code. But after reviewing your match and you guys just rewatching it, let's go with Zack since you were the winner of this match. Zack, do you think that Giant did better than you expected?
Honestly, I thought he was going to sweep me. It's not a lie. That's what I thought.
When you were making your team, were you thinking of anything that he could possibly bring against you that you really wanted to like kill?
No.
No?
The Garganacl was probably the only one, but I don't even think that was really a terrifying creature.
Were you
just because I have a lot of special?
That is very true. Yeah, they're just like we said in opening commentary, the Archelodon was very vital to a lot of the kills. It ranked up so much, killing the Carbink, the Lightning Rock, as well as Avalug. Um, those were very interesting switch-ins. Giant, anything to say for us?
I didn't want to be predictable like with last match. That's kind of the reason why I made the Garganackle Terra into water instead of something else.
I mean, water's not bad, considering, like, a lot of the... Like, if you were looking at what Pokemon he could possibly have, obviously there's the Walking Wake, Archelodon. Those do a lot of, like, water and steel type attacks, so water resists both, so it wasn't that bad of a move.
I was supposed to use Ghost originally, but I changed it.
Ghost is a very normal thing to go with, I think, on the ladder. But
Well, because so the Garg I had was a different one in mind. The one I wanted to run was a curse-based one.
Oh.
And since I found out that Terra types do affect the typing of the Mon, Curse normally just gives you a speed buff if I choose not to activate it. If I was clever enough to do that earlier, but the other thing I found about Curse when used on the Terra Ghost is that since I'm treated like a ghost, I get to have the effect that's unique to Ghostmon when they use Curse, which is take down an opponent's, well, a quarter of an opponent's life. But that's still pretty good to me.
It is. It's good tech with. It's good tech with the Salt Cure because Salt Cure does, I believe, 25% on a water or a steel type. Added with the Curse, that would have taken out half its life right then and there.
And I could just use Recover at any given point if I really played it better. But
yeah, that is true.
Part of me, I feel like the reason I lost the most is because I made poor choices with my team, and in terms of like the moves that they had. I honestly thought Zach was going to bring like a Water Dragon, but
he did
which is
bring
why I had
Water
the-
Dragon.
Yeah, but
Did you know about this Water Dragon though?
no,
Like-
it didn't occur to me that Dragon was neutral to Ghost, so I mean, Grass. So as a result of that, the energy ball kind of just fizzled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a live and learn situation. Honestly, you did better than I thought you would. I thought honestly Zach you would like, because you are new to our whole tournament system, and as probably like one of the newer players who doesn't have any competitive experience, so for you to kill two Pokemon, especially like two of the major Pokemon that were really threatening your team, I'd say congrats to you. Like, honestly, I think you could potentially, once you, like, understand your Pokemon better and learn some, like, psychological plays, I think you could turn out to be the dark horse of this tournament or any of our future tournaments.
Oh, I would like to think so, but until then, I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna... Just gonna do you? Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think the one thing this match did teach me was that there are moments where I should go with my gut, but this is definitely one of those matches where it was a bad idea.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
So Z has a lot of dragons this time around for Gen 9.
Mm-hmm.
So that was and they all had like different typings. So my move pool is not that big as a rock guy. So, and then I also noticed that there were some mon that were typically picked more than others for like competitive play. I know Avalug didn't get much love, neither it or the Hisuian form. So I figured I'd give it a try, but. Maybe I should have done that when the coast was clear instead of just jumping right into a fight.
That is very true. You do have to consider what type of Pokemon your opponent could bring when you're doing your team building. But it's a lesson learned for your future match. Speaking of future matches, we have your next opponent in this call right now. In fact, he is none other than my co-host, Glenn.
Hello.
Great, the water boy.
Yeah.
Yep, it is water versus rock type in that next week's matchup, Giant. I don't know what to say, but gonna throw some water around, I guess.
Cry me a river, don't go chasing waterfalls, you're an H2O.
I mean, if anything, Glenn, you really have to look out for that Garganackle, because it is going to do some
the
serious work
Garganackle
on
is-
you.
It's definitely in that top list of my mons that I do find annoying, and I don't want to deal with. Smeargle probably being in the top 3, in all honest opinion. But that's
Forever
for another match when
traumatized.
I go up against Channing, if that ever happens. So, I mean, when that happens.
When that happens, yes. But, Giant, we're looking forward to even more battles from you. So let's see, you have Glenn for next week, and then the following week you have Nino. So, and then after that you have me. So your next 3 matches, my bro, they're not gonna be that easy. Actually, your last match in week 7 versus Shannon, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be an uphill battle with all of these, especially for next week and for our match. Considering that Glenn and I do have the type matchup against you, but we will be expecting you to do some great, unique, and weird things.
Definitely.
I think that's my only goal and my only opportunity because I definitely don't have the professional experience just yet.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all practice. Don't worry. But we'd like to thank Zach and Giant for joining us for the interviews afterwards. Zach, any closing words you have for us?
Should have won, Giant.
Bull crap, man.
Should have won.
Dragons live in caves. This is not.
No,
This is not
no,
something
they're not. Dragons are not almighty.
new. They live in caves, which are made of rock. So, ooh.
What?
Alrighty, thank you everyone, and we'll see you later, gamers.
Later.